To this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go. Orange! One play at a time now. Blue 20, white 20.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
87's mom. Don't worry about that.
Brady now on 1st down. He gets it to James White. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now Brady. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ozzie! Check it. Alabama, 380.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Let's go. Check it. Let's go on. No, 66. Wait. Go.
They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Rex Burkhead punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw is incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 17.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Goff on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam able to run him down for a loss of a yard. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He hits White, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady now to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Go, 66.
On 1st down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillislee again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Right.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He's going to launch this thing. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Shell.
On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Partner, you've got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they designed coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Go! Wait! Woo! Wait, we did!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Orange.
To throw on second down is gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, time.
Goff on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Yes, sir.
On fourth down, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go, let's go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. I think a free play now for Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Alluding to... And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Alabama, 380.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run with Gillislee. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his pass incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Let's go. Super 1.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
76.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
14.
Now it's gone. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way out to the 37-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Hey, goal 66. Alpha. Stop. You got tight right there. Alpha. Go. Wide.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. And a dump off to White. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go on. No, 66. Go. Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
29. Alpha. Rip.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ready?
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This from 51 yards for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
The Rams offense now making... their way out to take over. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice
absolutely.
in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.